So we have hit back-to-back weekends now with rewards in the Premier League. If you're new to the channel, you can smash that like button and subscribe if you want to see more content like this. If you want to sign up to Sorare, you can scan that QR code underneath my camera, or there will be a link in the description or in the comment section. So as you can see here, we've only got one reward this week, and I'll kind of explain why very, very quickly. So we had two stacks in our gallery. We have an Arsenal team and we have a Palace team. We have some extra cards as well, which I'll go through. But Arsenal played Crystal Palace. Now our cap 240, you can see here, didn't do the greatest in the end, and the reason being is, unfortunately, Johnson gave away the penalty, but it also gave Arsenal the win. I am an Arsenal fan, so I will take the win. I wasn't expecting too much. Anderson is an absolute cheat code in this game for getting points. Definitely AA as well, including Mark Gay, who is in this somewhere in his list. But our cap 220 was the same. Put Gabriel and Zinchenko because I knew they were going to be on the bench, just a chance they come on and do something, and they didn't, unfortunately. Our cap 240 is what it is. As you can see here, we didn't hit the 250 points, but it was to be expected. We put some random other players in to kick off rare. Nothing crazy to report. We didn't have a keeper that played. But again, Mark Gay here with a 57. Considering they conceded a goal, him and Anderson together with a goalkeeper. You keep a clean sheet, you've got yourself 50 points every single time with these players. But nothing really too crazy to show for there. Our cap 220 could have had a chance. We had Neto in goal. I didn't expect him to get anywhere near as high as that. He saved the penalty, but he conceded 3 goals, unfortunately. Ashley Young made a mistake. If them two didn't make that, let's say Liverpool only scored 2 goals, we would have got an extra 30 points or 15 points. And if Ashley Young didn't make a mistake, another 15. So we had about 30 to 40 points here, which would have given us possibly a reward in rare. But we will get up to the lineups for next week. Our amateurs, obviously MLS was MLS. Liga, and we got a bit destroyed in because Lacazette scored and then got himself a red card. So he got a red card for that. The other two is 2-2. Donnarumma conceded a penalty, so nothing too crazy there. La Liga, now if you watched my video on how to win amateurs, this nearly came in perfectly. If Rodrigo got a goal and Palazon, who was the worst player in the team, they won 2-0 against Granada. If either of them two got a good decisive or a goal or a clean sheet, or an off-the-line clearance, anything like that, we would have got a reward. Defense came in clutch, like I said. Barcelona were going to keep a clean sheet against Cadiz. I didn't think Real Madrid would. They didn't. They won 3-1. Vinny got a goal, but Jude Bellingham got 2 goals and assists or something like that. The same for our Bundesliga. Again, clean sheet in our defense. Our attack won. Neither of our 2 players did anything. Obviously, Harry Kane got an assist and a goal. He's not in the game just yet. But it was Sane who got all the other stuff done, which was annoying because we had Koeman and Musiala, but that's good for the future. And unfortunately, Florian Wirtz got a goal but didn't do much else. So again, good lineup. Very, very close to reward. We just needed one decisive from one of the 2 Bayern Munich guys, and we've got ourselves a win. So I'm liking this team with the defensive stack. And the same for our Serie A again. If Philippe Anderson or Merritt kept a clean sheet, it was a goal. It was a reward. Anderson, if he got a goal and assist, he missed a big chance, would have been a reward. If Merritt kept a clean sheet, would have been a reward. We got a captain right. He had an off-the-line clearance. Immobile got the goal. Anderson missed the chance, which actually came from Immobile, so it would have been a double win there for us. So again, defense is looking good. Attack is looking good. Our midfield choices, our bonus one, which is our 80 this week, did well. So we are definitely knocking on the door for rewards, and that's definitely down to the strategy that I mentioned in that video. Our All-Star is where our reward came from, which I'll cover in a minute. And again, Premier League, we were very close. If Enzo scored the penalty and Saka didn't, unfortunately, get a player on Arsenal's team red card where we had to go to a left back, could have had a reward. Clean sheet we got right. Estepinian did very well, and when we got 2 goals, he missed the penalty. Saka didn't really have much to do, unfortunately. And that leads us to our All-Star, where our reward come into here. Saliba getting a perfect 100 out of 100. He was unbelievable. A last man tackle as well. Ramsdale with the clean sheet. Ben White with the clean sheet. Martinelli had a very quiet game. And I put Eze in there because I didn't have anyone else that I would trust to start. Eze gets good AA from just passing around. He did very, very well. Very, very unlucky. But if Martinelli got a goal, we had a very, very high reward. I knew that Arsenal were going to keep a clean sheet against Palace. I didn't think it would be as intense as it was. So let's go open up what we got here. We should have around about 640 coins. We are saving up for a signed football shirt, so we're on our way very well here. That's going to be over 1,000 coins in 2 weeks, which we'll take. And our tier 4. Now, I'm not expecting too much out of this. Just a starter would be lovely. Spanish midfielder. Oh, from Liga 1. It's going to be Pedro Carivella. Let's have a look to see what he is saying. So Pedro I don't know much about him, I will be honest. There he is. I imagine he's a couple pound. He's £2 or $2. So I will take that. Does he start, though? That is the million-dollar question. He has played all of the first the first 2 games of Liga in here. So he does play. So that's good to have a starter. Interesting to see. Let's move over to our upcoming. Just to sort of explain to you what's going on this weekend. I'm just going to make a couple changes still. But here's our all-star team. Arsenal have Fulham at home. Zinchenko should be playing. That Tomiyasu's out. I'd be very surprised if all of these didn't start. So we've got a very good lineup on paper for the all-star. The one I'm excited for the most is going to be our rare. Now, we picked up João Moutinho as a rare for €9. We've actually traded him for Pablo Sarabia and Carlos Fernandez. Now, Pablo Sarabia should play. He had an assist off the bench last week just gone. The first game, he had a pretty good game against United, so I'm hoping that he does come in. Now that Nunez has got a red card as well. The only problem I have is my goalkeeper. Bournemouth at home to Tottenham. He's going to be very, very busy. Neto. Ramsdale I want to keep in here. Johnson, I got Brentford away of my other keeper. So we need to get another keeper at some point. But I'm looking forward to this. He got a very good score, but they are playing against Berlin, which is going to be a tough fixture. As long as they all start, that's what I'm happy with. That's the main goal for the Cap 220 in rare until we move up. We're going to start progressing up slowly. We have not paid a lot of money for any of these cards. We picked them up nice and early, so there's no loss there. Cap 240 is going to be Johnson, Gabriel, who I think might start, Christie, I need to talk about in a minute, Decore and Ayew. So I am tempted to basically, because we've got Premier League Pro, I might take this team out. Premier League Pro is very, very hard to win. I put them in just to see what it looked like. I might try and put this team into Challenger Europe if I can, and maybe go for something like that. We'll have to see how I feel, because the Cap 220, as you see here, I don't mind this team. There are all starters apart from Mark. I don't have another attacker that's a starter. But the Cap 220, I never win anyway. As long as you get a goalkeeper with a clean sheet and you get starters, you have a very good chance. I don't seem to have enough depth in my gallery just yet to have a starter in. And then our academy teams are what they are. When Jesus comes back from injury and Elise comes back from injury, then we have ourselves a really good team, as it were. Obviously, Broha is back in training, so he might come back into the fold. So we are getting there very, very slowly. We do need another starting keeper. There is rumours that Guaita's on his way out somewhere as well, so that's going to be the case. But I am tempted to swap this team out and put them into a more challenging competition with better rewards. Yes, something that's going to be a little bit beneficial for us, maybe like the Cap 270 or something like that, but we'll see how we feel. But I will be bringing out a video either tomorrow or the day after about the best websites to use to help you win in Sorare as well. If you have any questions, please comment down below. If you're new to the channel, like I said, smash that like button and subscribe just so I know that you're enjoying the content. If you want to sign up to Sorare, you can sign up for complete free using that QR code underneath my camera, or you can use the link in the description or the comment section to sign up. And I will catch you in the next weekend, hopefully with a load of rewards.